All right, guys, following video is a paid promo for Betverse. Betverse is launching on February 22nd. What's going on, believers? I got one for you here. This one is a pre-launch. There's no pre-sale. We're not talking about that. As most of you know, I'm kind of opposed to that. So if they have one, I'm not promoting it. But I do think that it's important that we talk about gambling. And I know what you're saying. You want to bet? Yeah. Matter of fact, I do. But I'm using Betverse. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, full disclosure, I'm not a big gambler, but if I were going to gamble on something, what would I gamble on? And when I say that, I realize I just said I'm not a gambler and I'm in crypto, which means it's an oxymoron. I guess it's the oxy and I'm the moron. But here we are, and I'm talking to you about Betverse. Did you notice something about the letter B? It's going to be real interesting how this plays out. Betverse is a new era in first real utility token games, a deflationary decentralized protocol that will change the world of gambling. With Betverse, users will be able to hold an ever-growing token that delivers rewards while playing games. And this is where they really intrigued me. We're going to go through a few of these pieces here, but they got me kind of hooked here. So, first protocol is Gambling 2.0. We're going to play with a token that never stops growing. With our protocols, just by holding, you can receive passive income. So, you're going to be able to trade. There's going to be perpetual burns. Passive income, monthly dividends. There's a lotto. You can become a liquidity provider. So you have a staking mechanism. There's multi-chain platform. That's BEP20 and ERC20. And this is launching on February 22nd. So it's going to be next Tuesday, I believe. Blockchain for gaming. Betverse is Metaverse. The Metaverse is the future. For this, we will develop a Metaverse with the new Gambling 2.0 that supports all blockchain games. And it's going to start getting intriguing here. Betverse Protocol aims to evolve and change the world of gambling in such a way that our hodlers always benefit with a perfect protocol. In the DeFi world, there are thousands of projects that quickly fail due to not providing a real utility and a real solution to the crypto world and its community. If you were following us last night on the Sandstorm, you will realize that a lot of us were having that same conversation, that we're looking for utility and that's what we need to see out of every project. And this one's showing one right away. Betverse wants to innovate in every way together with an aggressively deflationary DeFi protocol and with the aim that its users and hodlers can obtain passive income just by holding our token. However, that is not all. Betverse allows its users to get even more income by participating in fairly simple games, and this is where it's going to get interesting, thus creating a self-sustaining protocol called Gambling 2.0. So the tokenomics are fairly straightforward. 3% dev tax, 5% passive income tax, 1% for burns and liquidity, 6% to marketing, and 1% extra lotto rewards. So when you're adding that up, that adds up to about 16%, which is, I think that really falls in line with something like Shibnobi, and that's your buy-in, and then you're getting 18% on the way out. So this is to allow for, again, the dev wallet, which is not explained in their website. They don't explain what the dev wallet is for, but we're going to take them at their word right now. The dev wallet is just for them to be able to operate and to do all of the things that they need to do by providing staking, liquidity, etc., etc. Then there's your burns and liquidity, the passive income, the 8% to marketing, and then 2% extra lotto reward. And these guys are going hard, and this can be modified later on in the future. Deflation. Betverse's deflationary protocol is carefully designed so that the BTVS token is automatically burned as long as someone interacts with it, whether it is a purchase or sale operation. Tokens will be burned automatically. So it's your standard burn utility. So there's nothing special about that. It's just implemented to make sure that this thing goes the way they want it to go. Instant utility. Token BTVS is very useful with the ecosystem. Just by buying tokens, the user will be able to immediately obtain a passive income of 4% of the purchase or sale or sale transaction. So that's what we're talking about here. You're getting money back in this mechanism, but it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Now, there's a roadmap involved. Because they haven't launched right now, we're not going to go through the roadmap, but it's a fairly standard roadmap, except it's going to be, and you will start to notice, it's skewered just a little bit towards gambling. But at the beginning, it's exactly what you want out of a token. But here we go. This is in phase 2, by the way. Betverse is not just to play. There will be users who will come for their passive income and others for their gains, which will contribute to the burning in addition of constant liquidity that will help their rise in price. But here it goes, and this is the one. Betverse prediction game is coming. Betverse prediction is simple, decentralized prediction, Bitcoin market price. Predict whether Bitcoin's price will rise or fall. Guess correctly to win. Predict if the price of Bitcoin USDT will be higher or lower than it was when the counter starts. If you enter an up position and the Bitcoin USDT closed price is higher than the locked price at the end of the counter, you win. And if it's lower, you will lose. If you enter a down position and the Bitcoin close price is higher than the locked price at the end of the counter, you lose. If it's lower, you win. There will be a prize pool distribution to everybody who is invested in this pool. That means that you can bet against one another. Guys, we are talking about all the time. You're listening to me, and I'm trying to predict for you to the best of my ability what your prices are going to be. Well, now, guess what? If I'm right, you're going to make money because you're using Betverse. If not, you're going to know that I'm not always right, but I'm always right. So I guess that's going to work itself out, right? The lotto. Just by storing BTVS tokens in a wallet equivalent to at least one ticket, you will participate in the weekly tokens. There's a 10 billion circulating supply, by the way, that's going to be burnt. Remember that. Get Betverse tokens, wait for the lottery, check your wallet. So you will know if you are a winner. It will be announced in the Telegram, will be announced on the website as well. There is a jackpot. The jackpot will be generated weekly together with the extra lotto rewards can be claimed by the random winner, discounting a 10% fee used for marketing and burning BTVS tokens. The lotto prize consists of a weekly jackpot plus extra lotto rewards. Utility NFT collection. Betverse goal is to generate returns for its users. For this reason, we've decided to launch a collection of 500 NFTs that will generate passive income for their holders. 16% of the collected tokens will be used to burn BTVS. Earn passive income just by buying an NFT. Get an APR of 254% that will not change. Did you hear that? 254% that will not change. Only 500 NFTs, only 500 users will be able to have this opportunity. Explains here how this thing works. You buy the NFT, you get the APR, and the launch price is $500. Store it in your preferred wallet, and every month our decentralized deflationary protocol will automatically give you a 15% income. Just buy and earn. Then you have the Betverse Nft Marketplace, which is, it's going to be a standard. It's going to be a standard. They've used a pretty good logo, a pretty good design, a nice color scheme, but you'll be able to buy and sell and create NFTs in the Betverse ecosystem, while BTVS tokens are burned. Buy and sell by the created users, trade the utility NFTs, and the fees collected will be used to burn tokens. So there's a lot of activity going on here, and a lot of it designed to help you possibly grow your bag. And you're not losing anything unless you're using that prediction mechanism or you gamble in some way. So currently runs only on the Ethereum network and Binance Smart Chain. They will be launched on the 22nd of February. And check their Twitter account for what the launch time is going to be. Betverse will go to the future since it's developing its own blockchain. Fast, cheap, effective, efficient, and scalable. Optimized for games. That's in the future, by the way. It is not going to be ready upon launch. The Betverse blockchain will allow teams to create their games and DeFi platforms using Betverse, making BTVS more useful and increasing in price, being key for the Betverse ecosystem to grow exponentially. And if you want to get involved, go to their website, which is betverse.finance, and then go down here and look. This is where their Telegram, this is where the Twitter is. We're going to pop onto Twitter real quick, and you can take a quick scroll down. Here, they are giving you all the information, token launch, dApps. They're giving you all of the different things that you can use to make money and generate yourself additional income. Guys, I'm not always high on something, but this seems kind of crazy that you can bet on the price of Bitcoin. There are so many different little things that are intriguing and interesting to me about this. And I don't mean to be kind of ranting and getting excited about it, but this seems like a very cool thing. Moving on. All right, guys, I'm legitimately excited about Betverse. As I started going through the paperwork, as I started going through the whole process and the website and learning more about it, it continued to excite me just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more as I went through it. And I think that it seems like a pretty fun play. I'm not sure that it, like anything like this, I think they're not revolutionizing anything, but they are taking elements of it and they are upgrading them and creating something that looks really fun. If you can bet on games, if you can bet on the price of tokens to go up or down during a period of time. First, they're going to do it with Bitcoin. Obviously, you can see that in the Betverse name. That's what they're leaning heavily into. But you know what? That's just going to be the start of it. When it starts to break down, where you start to have more opportunity to make more choices, and as this starts to take off, you can have a lot of fun. One of the things that's missing in these markets is engagement. We're looking for games, and Beyond Axie Infinity and a few other ones, like Upland, stuff like that. There aren't really a whole lot that are really operational, that really give you something compelling or fun to do. And we all are in a market full of risk. And if we want to take a little bit of a risk, why not? So Betverse seems like it's going to be fun. I'm going to be in on first day. I'm not giving any free tokens, so I just want everybody to know that I got a feeling that this is going to be a decent project and a very fun project long term. That being said, it's not financial advice. Make sure that you take your profits. Also, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And don't stare at the charts. Go outside and just do stuff. Oh, yeah. And I'm always right.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world, I wanna be shining.